Hello everyone, welcome to Just Begin, where we talk about starting a business or if we should start a business, especially while working a full-time job. And today I want to talk about putting your integrity before money. As business owners, we want to make sure that we are operating and representing ourselves in a good, honest, upright manner. Okay, so let's just jump right into the topic. It's just always important to do business in an honest and respectful way. Okay, a lot of times you may deal with contracts that you and your client have an agreement, and all of the terms and conditions are listed in the contract. You want to make sure that you are fulfilling your contractual obligations. That is very important. Also, while you are in the middle of fulfilling your contractual obligations, whatever they may be, because I understand you could be running any type of business or providing different types of services. So I'm speaking from an aspect of a real estate investor. Whatever is written down in the contract, you want to make sure that you fulfill those obligations, okay? And while you're doing that, if you discover that your client is difficult, even, after you've already signed the contract and you're still providing whatever service you are providing for them, you want to not take it personally. Okay, it is so important that you stay very much business minded and that you don't take it personally and that you just continue on actually doing your job or doing what was ever promised per the contract. Okay, that is very important to not get sidetracked and just realize that this is just business. And although you may have a problematic client, you will only be working with this client until this contractual obligation is fulfilled, okay? So that should be something you can do. That just comes along with being a business owner, and you got this. You can handle it. And one of the ways of preparing is to make sure that you set boundaries with the client. So it's okay to have a difficult client, but you may want to tell them your business hours. Your business hours may be Monday through Friday from 9 to 5. So if they're calling you on a Saturday or a Sunday, even though you're going to be professional and you're not going to be rude with them, it may be good to set boundaries, because if it's outside of your, professional boundaries, it is okay and still professional for you to tell them, hey, my business operations are Monday through Friday from 9 to 5. And I understand you have such and such issue. And Monday morning, I will contact you. And this will be the very first thing that I take care of. I do not communicate with clients over the weekend, okay? Have a good weekend. I will talk to you on Monday. See how you just set boundaries, but you still stayed professional? That is perfectly fine, because a lot of times when you have a difficult client, sometimes they try to step outside of the boundaries or the parameters that you set for them, and they want to be catered to at 9 o'clock at night or 6 o'clock in the morning. They may be asking you about a property and what happened yesterday. Did you double check the lockbox? And although those are valid questions, it's outside of business hours. So it is good to set some boundaries and be firm, but very professional. And that will sometimes kind of keep a difficult client where they need to be, not overstepping their bounds. Okay, just a little tip. Being that we are talking about making sure that you have integrity, putting your integrity before money, we want to make sure that if you are in the middle of a bad investment, we want to make sure that you never turn your back on your business partner, okay? Don't ever do it. I do not care if you invested in a house and you're not going to make a profit and you may lose your money, or if you are in the process of losing your earnest money deposit. Never turn your back on your business partner, okay? This is the thing. When you are an investor, I mean, just based on the meaning of the word investor, you're investing. So sometimes you get a great return, but sometimes you take a loss. And of course, you want to, get back a good return more than you want to take a loss. But if you are in the middle of a bad investment, be woman enough, be man enough to accept the loss, okay? Whether it's having a property that is hard to move because it has foundation problems, wink, wink, or if you are on the verge of losing your earnest money deposit for whatever reason, never turn your back on your business partner. That is not operating with integrity. You win some, you lose some, but you stay loyal to your business partner. And as a last case resort, if you are in the middle of potentially buying a home or investing in a home that you know that you will lose money in, but you are already under contract and you are in the middle of doing your due diligence and you realize that if you go through with purchasing this home, you may lose money, but you have already agreed to purchase it. Don't let anybody force you to purchase anything you do not want to purchase. Make sure before you sign a contract that you know what the repercussions are if you break the contract, okay? A lot of times you lose your earnest money deposit, but think about it. If you are getting ready to invest in a property that you know has a lot more, you're buying it as is, but you realize that it has a lot more damage, whether it be foundational damage, whatever the case may be. There are surprises that you didn't know were going on with the property. It actually has structural damage that you were not aware of. But when you have contractors come and take a look at it, you find out that the damage is very much in depth. And it would be a bad investment, but you have already contracted the property and put your earnest money deposit down. So if you pull out, you lose your earnest money deposit. You may have to lose your earnest money deposit, okay? And this is just how it happens sometimes. I'm not recommending that you do it, but I am saying it would be easier to lose an earnest money deposit than to be stuck with a property that is going to cost way more to fix than what you have first thought, okay? So never be pressured. Don't be pressured to sign a contract, but if you are beyond the phase of deciding if you're going to sign a contract, and don't be pressured into buying a property you do not want to buy. That's why when you're signing these contracts, make sure you understand them and make sure you know what the repercussions are if you have to pull out of a contract, because you never want to be stuck with a property that you're not going to make your money back on, okay? Never be pushed or bullied into a position like that. That's not fair, and don't accept to be pushed into those types of positions. And while you're making all these decisions, you still have to have integrity, okay? So make sure you're communicating with everybody. Make sure you're communicating with the homeowner. Make sure you are communicating with your business partner. Make sure you are communicating with the title company. Communicate with everybody and understand what your contractual obligations are, okay? And that brings me right back to my initial point. Make sure that you are being led by integrity, okay? You want to be honest with homeowners. You want to be honest with other real estate investors. You want to be honest and loyal to any business partners that you have. Just because you may have made a bad investment, you don't want to now be disloyal to your business partner or say it's their fault or something like that. No, remain loyal and try to fulfill your contractual obligations and put integrity before money, okay? And if you do that, you will be fine. That's very important things to keep in mind while you are conducting business. I'm speaking from as a real estate investor, but that's true in any business. Always have integrity, always be honest, always be upfront. Okay. And I always want to remind you that I have a group on Facebook called Just Boss Up. It is for business owners and for future business owners. And also, I'm active in that group every day, and I would love to see you in the group. We just talk about things that business owners talk about. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you like my content, please subscribe to my channel. Have a good day.